All right, so page 59, same exponent, different base. So what do we do now? We haven't had that yet. 5 to the third times 2 to the third. Okay. Well, you should just evaluate each one independently. Can anybody tell me 5 to the third? 5 times 5, 3 times. So that is 125. 2 to the third, we've done a lot of 2s, so that one should come rather easily. 2 times 2, 3 times is 8. Thank you for not saying 6. A lot of people want to take 2 times 3. That is not the case. So 125 times 8.
I got the teacher's version.
Was Parker on the way?
So like, can I go get
It's
like
1,000.
popcorn?
It just took a little while. It's 1,000.
That's 1,000.
I go get like popcorn.
Yeah, print this student copy, or just find your book. Be easier.
All right.
Question number 2, 10 to the third. 10 times 10, 3 times. 10,000? Is that what you said? 100,000? 1,000? So I'm hearing 3 different answers there. It's gonna have 3 zeros on it. 1,000 is correct. All right, so as you notice, this is the one we just did. We had 5 to the third times 2 to the third. We said 125 times 8. Or we could have taken 5 times 2, which is just 10, to the third as well. Same answer as you just proved on the back. Okay, so if we're going to write the expanded notation here, I have 2 3s. I have 2 7s. And I could have just taken 3 times 7 twice. Here's my 3 and the 7, my bases. And then 21 times 21 could be represented, obviously, by 21 squared. Okay, we'll do one more, then I'll have you complete the table. Next one, I have 4 2s. And 4 3s. And I could write that as 2 times 3, 4 times. Two times 3 is, of course, 6. I have 4 of them. So my exponent notation would be 6 4 times. Okay, 15. Well, some ways to get 15 are, of course, 3 times 5. So that means I have 3 3s and 3 5s. Okay, when you finish the other 4, there are some different variations. There's different ways to get 30, of course. All right, so what numbers did you use to get 30? 3 and 10? 5 and 6 would be fine as well. So 3 times 10? Sure. How many times do I gotta do it? 4, right? Exponent tells me I need to do it 4 times. 3 times 10, 3 times 10, 3 times 10, 3 times 10. So that means I have 4 3s and 4 10s. 3 to the 4th, 10 to the 4th. Yeah, again, you could have done 5 and 6. Could do 1 and 30 technically as well. Okay, how about the next one? I have 4 2s and 4 x's. Or I could take 2 times x 4 times. So 2x, 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 or I can say I have 2x. I have 4 of them. Anybody know why I need parentheses there? Why would this not work?
Because you're multiplying x with 2.
Yeah, so if you look at this one, that means I have 4 x's and 1 2. Okay, I clearly have 4 2's as well. That 4 has to go with the 2 also. That's why it has to be in parentheses. Okay, the next one. I have no idea how many A's I have. I have no idea how many B's I have. But what do I do to this A and the B? What pattern have I established here? Well, you would just multiply A and B together. And then however many you have would be your exponent. And this would be A times B. Again, however many you have. Doesn't matter. Same pattern. All right, next one. 4 7s. 4 2s. 4 5s. 7 times 2 times 5, anybody?
70.
70? Four 70s. All right, 7 times 2 times 5, 7 times 2 times 5. 4 times. All right, question number 2. So what happens now if the exponents are not the same? We haven't seen one of those. Here all the exponents are the same. 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, so on. What happens if they're not the same? What do you think? Taylor, what do you think? Think you can do that? Think you can follow the same pattern as we did above? Not possible. Okay. I mean, you could do 2 times 3 is 6 to the 3rd power, but you're still going to have an extra 3. So those have to be the same in order to follow that. On the next page, it talked about having everybody break up and come up with their own numbers. I think we'll just do it together. We're just going to write each of these out a couple ways. It says, how many ways can you get to this number? So we're going to get to 3,600. Okay, Okay, so we're gonna follow the first way first. First one listed there, we're gonna follow that generic pattern. Multiply to get to 3,600. So for instance, let's write them up here. Let's do 2 squared. That's of course 4. Three squared is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. Times 100 would give you 3,600. So there's one. Okay, what are some ways to subtract? List one like this to get to 3,600. Well, 3,600 is 60 squared. So any number that would subtract to give us 60 squared. So I could do 60 to the 9th power. What would the bottom have to be in order to give me 60 squared left over? 7, yep. And then again, that could be written endlessly, right? 10 minus 8, 11 minus 9. 1 minus a negative 1. Okay, third one we actually already have listed. Same one as we did in the first one. All right, all the same exponents there would be just fine. So I guess that would probably be better for part C. Simple way to write this one then could be 60 to the first times 60 to the first. 60 to the second times 60 to the 0. 60 to the third times 60 to the negative 1. Again, the results are endless that you could list there. So this is technically part A, part B, part C, and you could list as many as you want. Let's make sure those bases can be any number, but the exponents have to be the same. Okay, page 62. Just a review here of the summary. It says, before this lesson, we made rules for multiplying and dividing expressions with exponents that only work when they have the same base. So if we have the same base, you add the exponents. Same base, subtract the exponents. So what's different about this lesson? We studied now how to combine it if they have the same exponent but different bases. Okay, that's when you'll do what we have done today. Same exponent, different bases. So here the exponents have to be the same. Multiply the big numbers, write it out. Okay, so know the difference between the two so you don't get those confused. Same base, different base. Rules are different. All right, then your first assignment of quarter 4 is 1 through 4. 4 does go on the next page. It's asking you to look at those graphs with different cheeses you are buying from the stores. So make sure you answer all those. That is not multiple choice. So 1 through 4, guys. 4 tomorrow, please. 1 through 4.